Hello everyone, in this video I will show you our new product. You can see this is KinCony TA. The TA means tiny alarm system, and this module you can replace your old alarm system for your house. And this board also is very small and the tiny version, so that is powerful. Made by ESP32 S3 large memory size and support by different software solutions such as Home Assistant by ESP Home. We have already write the YAML file and support you write your own code for Arduino IDE and used by KinCony KCSV3 firmware, easy to use for this alarm system, and also support Apple HomeKit, and also can easily integrate to Luxon mini server system by UDP command. So in this video, I will show you this hardware design details and how to use it in different software solutions for Home Assistant, for Tuya mobile phone application, and for KCSV3 firmware. Okay, let's look at the hardware firstly. Okay, let's look at this is the KinCony TA. This is the back, and the box also support install on the DIN rail. So you can see it's a DIN rail. So that will be easy to install in your power distribution box and on the DIN rail. And let's look at the size. And you can see the size also is very small. This is size, and this is for inch unit. And this also is the size and the different unit. And let's look at the this size, the size, and this is size. Okay. So this time let's look at the interface. And you can see this have a digital input that is 12 channel digital input and RS485 A and B. And this you can see the free GPIO, a one-wire device such as you can connect with the DS18B20 temperature sensor. And this is 12 DS18B20 temperature sensor or one-wire sensor you can connect with it. And also support monitor all sensor data on Tuya mobile phone application by internet. So this time you can see here have 12 free GPIO, and you can connect with all sensor. This you can connect max 12 sensor to this 12 free GPIO. But in KCS firmware that will support 32 temperature sensor. Just I want to tell you, use your Tuya mobile phone application will monitor 12 sensor at the same time. And this time you can see that is 12 voltage power supply. This you can see the 12 voltage, 12 input, just the power supply. This 2 point is for 12 input, and this is for 12 output. We have at the output terminal. So this you can connect to your SAN or your speaker for alarm system. So this is for 12 output. And this is USB-C for download the firmware, and you can connect with the PC. And these 3 buttons, you can see Tuya network config button, and ESP32 S3 download button, and the ESP32 S3 reset button. So these have 3 buttons you can use for different module, and this also have LED indicate. This is power LED, the green is power LED, and the yellow is Tuya network. This LED indicate, and you can see at here that have 2 channel relay output. This have relay 1, relay 2, COM and normal open, COM and normal open. So 2 channel relay output at here that support max 5 ampere for AC 220 load. Usually you will connect with your SAN just only 12 volt DC or 24 volt DC, so it's also no problem. And this you can see that is a extend antenna SMA socket. This also have a SMA socket that for Tuya module Wi-Fi antenna and that for ESP32 Wi-Fi antenna. So about the Wi-Fi antenna, you can connect with this type of the Wi-Fi antenna, this one. And if you have installed in your power distribution box with a metal box, maybe you can use this external Wi-Fi antenna will have a good signal. So you can also connect with this SMA socket and extend your Wi-Fi signal. Okay, you can see this have a RF433 MHz receive module, and that will support many RF sensor. So in alarm system, there are many cheap RF sensor you can choose. So you can just connect with it with the socket, so that you can learn the signal and make some different automation by RF sensor. And if you want to extend the antenna, you can see this have a point. You can see the pad. You can wind the antenna, extend the antenna by yourself. Just at this point is ANT is antenna. Okay, you can see this is Ethernet, and this Ethernet you can see that support the PoE. So the part you can see use a PoE switch for give it power supply. For example, you can see this is a PoE switch. This is PoE power. So you can see I will test it. This is a PoE switch, and this is the power that is for PoE switch. So I can connect to this AC, and you can see the power is on. And now I will connect an Ethernet cable. I will show you it can get the power from the PoE switch. You can see I can connect with any part. And you can see I can connect with the Ethernet port. You can see the LED is on. So this have a power, and this have worked with the PoE switch. And also you can see that have the power for the PoE. And later I will show you connect with the 12 volts, and for the system, I will tell you this have support the PoE. And now I will open this box. I will show you the hardware design details, what is inside of the cover. And you can see this have a 4 screw. Okay, this total have a 4 screw. And now you can see I can open this cover, 2 screw, and open this cover. This also is an aluminum cover, and this cover we can print your logo if you want. Use KinCony OEM service, so that we can customize for your brand. This is the cover, and let's look at what is inside. You can see this have a cool board, and this have a PoE module, and this is the RF module. I can remove it. And this relay, you can see we have used a high quality Omron relay. It's Omron high quality relay. And this socket also is removable. This is a removable socket. And you can see this have a battery socket, because this core board, I will show you later, that have a RTC, have a DS3231 high quality RTC chip. And this have a battery socket. So if you want install the battery, you can see this is the battery, and the battery module is CR1220, and you can install it here. Just install in this socket. Because we send this product without the battery can't send by AirPlay, so we don't send this battery. If you want install the battery, you can buy this battery in your local city and install by yourself. So you can see this is battery module CR1220 and 3 volt battery. Okay, and actually they have consistent for different PCBs for this TA. We designed this for different PCB because we want to let the space small and save the space. So you can see actually that have different PCBs. You can see this have 3 PCBs. This is the bottom PCB. This have some sockets, and you can see this have a component on the bottom of the PCB side. And this time we have also designed this module. This small module that we called KinCony B16 core, because this board have Tuya module and for ESP32 module at the same time. And you can see we let many different components install on this small module, and that will be easy for update. If you have some new update and some chip for update, we can just replace for this B16 core board. So you can see this is a Tuya module. So this time you can use the Tuya module directly, and also you can control your relay. You can see this have 2 relay that support by Tuya mobile phone and by voice control, Alexa or Google Home Speak directly. So because you have Tuya module inside. And another one, you can see that ESP32S3. And you can see we also have used this large big memory size and large PS RAM for N16R8 version. This version. So if you have used KCS firmware, we will always update KCS v3 firmware for this module because it have a many large memory size and PS RAM. And also you can write your own code. For example, for Arduino code, it's enough for you to use by this ESP32 module. So you can see this also have W5500 Ethernet chip and RTC chip, DS3231 high quality chip at here, and IS485 chip at here. And this is for the cable for extend the battery for RTC. Okay, so this is the B16 core board. And this one you can see that is the PoE module. This PoE module used by 12 volt get from the power from the PoE switch. So you can see this 3 PCB and consists with this bottom PCB, the first one, and the second is PoE, and the third is B16 core, and consists with this TA. So this TA have made the space smaller. Okay, so this is the hardware design details for this TA. And the next I will install back the cover and show you how it works with in Home Assistant and with KCS v3 and work with the Tuya app. So let's begin look at the software solution. Okay, now you can see I have connected with a Wi-Fi antenna for Tuya, and you can see I have connected with the power supply 12 volt. I will connect with the 12 volt at here, and this 3 picks of GS18B20 temperature sensor I have connected with this GPIO 9, 11 and 4, just 4, 9, 11. Okay, I will test with the software. And as the first, I will connect with my Ethernet cable. I prefer use the Ethernet, so I can connect to it here. If you have used the PoE switch, so you can connect with this only Ethernet cable without this power supply. I just make this demo for you how to use external power supply and connect with this 12 volt. You can see I connect with this 12 volt and the power LED is on. Okay, then we will test it. Okay, now let's back to my computer and I will show you how to use in KCS firmware and how to use Home Assistant and how to use Tuya mobile phone application. And you can see in our web page, you can see all information about this KinCony TA. So you can see the pin define. You can also check it here, and every module name and every interface pin define all have showed it here. So all information in this web page. And also you can see some software solution at here, different software solution, and the ESP32 IO pin define at here, and the ESP home YAML file at here, and Arduino source code at here. And you can see at here, you will see all TA source code and ESP home YAML and ESP32 pin define. And the first we will look at how to use the KCS V3 because it's powerful and easy to use. You can download the KCS V3 3.9.0 that we have make some update for support new controller. You can see this TA is support at this version. So you can download this TA, this being zip file and unzip and just download it to ESP32 S3. And after you download it, then you can use KinCony scan device store and to find out this IP address. So you can see my compute is Ethernet and start monitor and scan, and you will find this TA used by Ethernet at this IP address. So we just log in by this IP address. So you can see, okay, this is TA and the default username and the password all is admin. So you can log in, and this is KCS V3 firmware for TA. And let's look at, I will introduce you first. You can see this is for input because we have 12 input. And this is output because we have 2 channel relay output. So you can set the different mode. So hold on or delay, that will be auto off when relay is on. And also you can see that have a RF, you can learning RF signal. It's also very easy. For example, you have a RF switch or RF sensor. You just click learn and click button, and you can see successfully that is learned. So you can close, this is learned, and you can press this monitor, and you will see this have a RF signal 1. You can see I press this button, that will be turn green. Press this button, turn green. So this can use for FTD for automation, and also that will use in Home Assistant. So if I can go to this sensor, you can see because I already have connected with 3 temperature sensor, and this have configured before. So you can see what sensor you have connected and which GPIO you have connected, and this is the threshold. Just if the difference value about 0.1, that will auto update the date to MQTT block to KCS web page for this monitor web page, or update to the servers or client just you have connected. So this have 49011 I have connected with my TA. So you can see in the monitor, you can see this different sensor have showed the value. Later I will show you in Tuya mobile phone. And this is a digital input, and this is digital output. You can see relay. You can listen to the sound. Relay on and off. Off, on, off, on. And let's test the digital input. You can have a 12 digital input. So I can use this twice short for digital input and for ground. That is dry contact signal. So you can see at here, you can see this is 1 digital input 1. And you can see this is digital input 1 and this is ground. So you can see if I short for this 2 points, you can see in KCS that is turn green, and release that is become green. So this is for different channel, you can see. So that will be triangle for dry contact signal. So this is for the digital input and digital output and RF and the temperature sensor. And you can see this have FTDT. The FTDT you can create for automation. If the temperature sensor high or low, then you can control relay on and off, or you can send RF signal or send a custom-sized protocol. So this is FTDT functions. And the network you can see also support LAN or Wi-Fi. And choose by yourself. If you know network, you know Ethernet, you can use by Wi-Fi. Just set to STA mode and connect with your load by Wi-Fi. And you can see this is the protocol we have support that generally. You can see that will be support KinCony Cloud. So you can remote monitor your sensor state and control relay by KinCony Cloud. You can see its author is very easy. Our KinCony web service, if you have buy from us, we can supply you 2 years for free KinCony web service, because that can use web browser in computer or in mobile phone. So you can see this is TA. I have just enabled the KinCony Cloud server. Just enable this will be very easy. And so that you can see the TA have listed at here online. So you can click and you can see the output. I can turn on, and turn off. Also, you can see these 3 temperature sensor have showed at here. And this is digital input. If I also toggle the input, that will be turn different color. So you can see if I short for the input 1 to ground, and you can see this have turned green. So this is remote control and remote monitor by KinCony Cloud server. Okay, this is the first one, KinCony Cloud. And the second is also very easy, just for Home Assistant, and enable this auto discovery function. So if you want use in local network used by the Home Assistant, so you can also enable it and fill your Home Assistant IP address, just MQTT broke IP address, and that will integrate to Home Assistant automatically without any config. So you can see I can log my load to see my Home Assistant IP address. So you can see in my Home Assistant, you can see Home Assistant is this IP address, because I have installed the MQTT broke also in the Raspberry Pi, the KinCony server. So I can just fill this IP address. Just this one, and MQTT broke this part, and the username and the password I have already set in my MQTT Mosquito. And the device name you can set by yourself. I can input a TA and just enable. Okay, just fill this information. Then you can click save and reboot. After reboot, let's look at the Home Assistant. And you can see now this is Home Assistant device list that is without TA. Without a TA, no TA. So we can refresh. Okay, you can see this have auto discovered the TA, KinCony TA. So you can click, and you can see the hardware resource, 2 channel relay, and 12 sensors. And the 12 digital input, and the 3 sensors. You can see the 3 sensors. All is shown at here. Also, you can see the IF signal. You can see if I press this button, you can see the IF signal will be turned on and turned off. So this time the IF signal also have integrated to Home Assistant automatically. And this input, you can see that input 1, digital input 1. I can short for digital input 1. Input 1 I have short. You can see this will be on. Okay, so this Home Assistant also is working, and this relay on and off. Relay digital input and IF remote or IF sensor and temperature sensors all have work as seen as the KCS monitor resource. So this have used in Home Assistant, and you can see the protocol, and the next you can see the MQTT. This MQTT means that can connect with your own MQTT broke, even if in internet or in your local network. So that can connect with yourself MQTT broke. So you can monitor and manage the TA by yourself, not by KinCony. You can disable this KinCony cloud and you can enable this MQTT so that this board only connect with your cloud server, will not connect to KinCony cloud server. Okay, so this have support the different protocol. You can see HTTP server, TCP server, UDP server, UDP client, TCP client, and IS485 mode bus to read the date and send the date. Okay, and this you can see the customer side protocol used for ifdd command. You can see what you can see for if what you have customer size, the different UDP or TCP or IS485, the hex format or the ANSI string format information you have received. Then you can make a different then command. Just turn on, turn off relay, or send a short message, or make some other then command by yourself. This is for if, and this is for then. That means we'll auto send, just send out the customer side protocol by yourself. This is if condition just for check what protocol have received. Then I can create a customer side automation command. So this have a if and then for different customer side protocol in KCS v3 firmware is very powerful. And also you can see this is Apple HomeKit. The HomeKit you can just enable which input you will be used. Maybe you have used 2 channel of digital input, or maybe you have used 12 channel of digital input. So you just click check and write your name. So that will be shared in Apple HomeKit application. So this is for Apple HomeKit for input and for output and for DAC, because it's no DAC output, but and also no ADC output. So this TA used for input and output, just for sensor and for relay for your sign, for your alarm system in Apple HomeKit. So you can integrate to Apple HomeKit. And also you can see that can install the lock sound system integration. So that will be supported by the UDP command for lock sound system. Is also very easy because we already have some online guide in our form. You can check how to integrate with the digital input and how to integrate with the relay output by lock sound UDP command. It's also very easy. Okay, so this is the KCS v3, the powerful software firmware solution in the ESP32. And if you want to use the Home Assistant, just use by this auto discovery function in Home Assistant software. And if you want to use KinCony Cloud Server, you just add your device to KinCony Cloud Server account. And if you want remote control by your Tuya mobile phone application, now I will show you how it works with the Tuya. So that will be remote monitor and control relay by internet. Okay, you can see this is my mobile phone. You can see this have 2 apps. One is Tuya Smart and one is Smart Life. Because I'm in China, so I have installed the Chinese version. Actually, the TA support both applications. You can use Tuya or use the Smart Life. I can click on Smart Life, and you can see this have already added many different KinCony controller. And you can see this is TA. So I can click, and you will see this is the TA control panel, and this is 2 channel relay. This you can see, turn on, turn off, and turn on, turn off. So this is relay. Also the relay state you can see that is update with the KCS and with the Home Assistant. You can see this icon. If I press this button, and you will see KCS will also turn green, and this is turn off. And if also I can change to Home Assistant, and you can see this is relay 1. If I control my Tuya mobile phone, relay 1 is on. You can see the Home Assistant is on. So if I turn off from the Home Assistant, and also you can see the Tuya mobile phone is off. So all software client is update the state at the same time. And you can see this is the English name and this is Chinese name. You can also rename by yourself. You can see I can click, so you can change, rename it by yourself. It is very easy. For example, sign, save. Okay, you can see it's have renamed. Also, this device name you can rename by yourself. You can just click this one, and you can just click this edit. So you can see I can change this TA name by yourself. For example, TA3. Okay, confirm, and you can see the name is update. This called TA3. Just choose by yourself. And this you can see that have digital input, just 12 channel digital input. If I shut, you can see the speed by internet speed. I shut the input 1. You can see this is turn red, release. Just see the speed. The speed is fast. Okay. So if this time I have used the Wi-Fi, but also I can disable the Wi-Fi. I have used 5G or your 4G or your 3G. You can see also I can shut the digital input. Input 1, you can see turn red, this time work in 5G, release it, become green, and become red. So you can see this is fast. And also you can change every channel of your name. You can see I can just click this one. You can change by yourself. For example, smoke sensor, SMOKE, smoke sensor, press save. You can see the name have changed, smoke. So you can change by yourself, 12 channel, digital input. And this you can see that have support total 12 channel, temperature sensor, because I have installed 3, so that have showed the 3 value, and this have not showed, because if you have installed many different temperature sensor, or also you can install KinCony ESP32 TS temperature sensor, also will show that here. So you can see this is temperature sensor have monitored by this one. If I hold on this one, because about every 5 to 6 seconds will update the value, and you can see this value is high. You can see 28.5. So this have update by 5G. The temperature is update. Okay, so this you can monitor all the TA device at here by this one window. And also you can make automation in Tuya mobile phone. Just Tuya mobile phone need by internet. So you can see I can click Sense mode and create Sense mode, and when device state changed, for example, you can let your temperature and to control this relay. So you just click device and the temperature, which temperature? For example, the temperature 2 is less than or equal or larger than 25. So this can set for the if condition, and then you can just add the task. For example, send a notification or control a single device, TA, or control other KinCony device relay output. The TA, you can see letter sign and on. So press save and press next and press save, and then choose your sense name. For example, temp, confirm. Okay, so this can enable or disable, just disable, enable this sense mode. I just tell you this sense mode need the internet, because Tuya need a cloud server for the automation. And if you want it to work in locally, you can use KCSV3 firmware set by ESP32 command. That ESP32 command work in locally, just let the input, sensor input, and link with the output directly. Even if you use the ESP32 make the customized protocol, you can send the command to KinCony or other third-party device by customer protocol. So that will let the different board communication with each other for the automation. Okay, so this is the work by the Tuya mobile phone application. So this time you will see the TA is very powerful, even if the hardware solution, that is space, is very small, and also have a flexible software solution by different solution for local network or by internet. So it will be very powerful and flexible for you replace your older alarm system. Okay, thanks for watching.